babble, because I'm in a babbling mood this morning. All kinds of shit happened this week, you know, between Aaron Swartz and Anonymous hacking a bunch of websites, and the whole gun thing, guns, everything guns and gun control. To me, I'm with Lao Tzu when it comes to guns. You know, they are weapons of evil. Decent men do not use weapons, according to the Tao Te Ching and Lao Tzu. So, if you're trying to practice the Tao, you don't own any weapons. It's not part of your existence. And that's where there is no fear also. Having a weapon means you're afraid of something. It doesn't matter what. It means there's something inside you that scares you, and you have to feel safe by having some external object. That is not self-contentment. That is not love. It's not peace. It's living in a state of chaos and illness. You don't think clearly when you're ill. So to be afraid the government is going to come take your guns is not thinking clearly. You're not thinking clearly. Because the whole thought process is rooted in fear. Fear of some outside thing coming to get you. And consciousness is powerful. If enough people believe that some boogeyman is going to come take their guns, consciousness will create that for them. It won't create it for me because I'm not afraid that anyone's going to come take anything from me. So I won't create that reality for myself. But these gun owners who are afraid and they're out here with their signs saying, "Come take my guns, I dare you," and all this shit, they're asking for trouble. You are gonna get that trouble, dude. Don't you understand that? If you keep asking for that trouble, you're gonna get that trouble. That's how consciousness works. That's how this reality works. So, when it comes to the whole guns thing, it's just ridiculous. Anyone with a permit has waived their Second Amendment rights, so they don't even understand the fact that they're fighting for something that doesn't apply to them because they have a gun permit. You've given your information to the authorities and waived your effing rights. You don't have those rights, man. They're not your rights. They're for people like me who don't have a gun permit. I'm supposed to have a gun with no permit, okay? No license. That's how the Second Amendment works. No gun permit, no license. If you have a permit or a license, it is not part of the Second Amendment. You have given up that right. You've lost that right already. So to be afraid now that the government is going to come take your guns now, well, they have every right to. You've given them that right when you applied for your fucking gun permit. Wake up, man, wake up. And when it comes to this anonymous shit, which I keep seeing, Anonymous is CIA, Anonymous is this, Anonymous is DARPA, you know, created by fucking NSA and all this shit. I've never seen any real evidence. I've heard a bunch of YouTubers speculate via a misunderstanding of symbolism and by taking things out of context. Okay? And that's the only way that they can make it look like the CIA or the UN has something to do with Anonymous. Why? Because Anonymous took a logo that already existed. They took the UN logo and adapted it, and that makes them created by the UN? Is that logical? Couldn't anyone with a fucking computer do that? How about those possibilities? How about that openness? You know? Where's your open mind? Everyone claims to be out here seeking truth, but they fall into these tunnel vision fucking ideas that, like, Anonymous was created by the CIA. Where do you get that from? Because someone said it on YouTube? Where is the evidence for this? Right? They want to shut down the internet? How come Anonymous has been shutting down the government's internet, not the public's internet? Why would the CIA want a front group to run around closing down their own fucking websites? To gain my trust? They're going to do this for 2 years to gain my trust. The CIA, the people who just go out and murder whoever gets in their fucking way, are going to waste 2 years of their time pretending to be anonymous to gain my trust, to fool me, to brainwash me? Come on, man. There's no logic in that. It's pointless. And besides, everything that the government does or tries to do, in one way or another, never works out the way they wanted it to. Half of it blows up in their face, and more people wake up because of it. So yeah, keep running around screaming Anonymous is the CIA. You know? It's only going to backfire in your face, just like it's going to backfire in their face. So yeah, even if they did start Anonymous, or some government agency or some secret service started Anonymous, it doesn't matter. They don't have control over it. Anyone can be anonymous. Anyone can make an anonymous video. You don't need a permit to make an anonymous video. Like you do to own a gun in the US. You need a permit, which, violates the fucking Second Amendment right there. Shall not be infringed. What part of that don't you understand, people? A permit infringes. A license infringes. But anyway, enough about the guns, and enough about Anonymous, because it's just ridiculous that, it's just ridiculous. I don't even know what else to say about it anymore. If you think Anonymous is created by the CIA or controlled opposition, they said that about the Tea Party. They said that about Occupy Wall Street. But yet there's still no evidence that either one of those groups are controlled opposition either. So, really, it's just this little fucking trend of confusion, that people want to spread confusion because they haven't done their homework. If you try and find this evidence, you will not find it. I've looked. I've asked for it from people who claim that they have it, and they don't have it. They don't give it to me. It's not evidence. It's all speculation. It's all hypothetical thesis and theory. There's no fucking evidence that Anonymous was created and controlled by the CIA or MI6 or Mossad or anyone. Okay? Anyone. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I don't get why it would matter anyway. Why would it matter if all the information that Anonymous is putting out is truth? Are you saying that it's not truth now? And that they're lying about everything that they say in their videos? About government oppression and internet censorship? Are they lying about that stuff? Why would the CIA come out and tell us all the fucking truth? Think about that. Why would they actually tell us logical proof and evidence? Why? Why would they point the finger at their own corruption? Sure, of course they're going to try and infiltrate every fucking movement. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the CIA or government agencies or secret services or whatever, that they don't try to infiltrate every fucking movement to co-opt it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they can't control it that way. They can't control anything. Look at the fucking world. It's out of control. The government is out of control. There is no control over anything. There's no control, man. If anybody had half a brain, they would know that you can get anything for free off the internet. Anything. Okay? Anything. For free. It's all piracy. The whole fucking internet is piracy. Okay? That's what it comes down to. There's no such thing as internet privacy. It's called a network. Define privacy. Go to the fucking Google. go privacy definition and read it. And then when you're done reading that, type in internet definition and read that definition. And tell me that you can have an internet with privacy. Okay? It doesn't work. It's an oxymoron. Internet privacy is an oxymoron. You can't have an internet that's private. It's impossible. And so there you go. That's the state of the mind, the world, this collective consciousness has this idea that you can be safe and private on the internet. It's called an internet. It's a net, like a web. It's called the web. It's not disconnected from anything. It's not fucking private. All you can do is, like Anonymous does, mask yourself. You can put on a mask and pretend to be in a place that you're not, with an IP address that is not yours, but you're still connected. There is no privacy. It has to be connected. And so to worry about people stealing your information and all that shit, it's ridiculous. It's irrelevant. It's a waste of time. It's internet censorship that everyone should be worried about, not privacy. Censorship, which would actually, go towards the opposite of privacy. They want transparency. How can you have privacy if everything is transparent, people? You can't have it both ways. You can't run around like America has ran around for the last 200 years, having their cake and eating it too. Saying one thing and doing another. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's unsustainable. I could rant about all this shit because it's just really, it's just getting out of hand. More and more people, they wake up, they're not fully aware of everything, and they run off on wild goose chases, man. Wild goose chases. And then they spread that shit that they've come across as if it's real, when they really just need to do a couple more years of research and they'll find out what an idiot they are. Right now, they'll look back and they'll go, damn, I was such a fucking retard for putting that shit out, thinking it was truth. Because I've done it. I've put videos up years ago that turned out to not be what they said they were. And what do? You have to take it down, right? You have to take it down then. But at the time, you're out there running around spreading it as if it's truth and arguing with people over it and all this other shit. Waste of time just because everybody thinks they know something. When you find something out, you got to keep looking, and keep looking, and keep looking, and keep looking. Keep doing a search. Keep searching, and search, and search, and search. And it's just a constant search of truth. So no one will ever actually attain complete truth. It's impossible. Okay, if you could be the one person to attain complete truth, then I would believe in God. Okay, there would be an almighty being at that point. The one person who can conceive and retain all truths, known and unknown. Okay, that would be a God to me. But I haven't seen any evidence of that. All the religious books have tons of flaws. Science has tons of flaws. So really, just keep an open mind. Don't be set in any kind of way or thought process. Don't lock yourself in a box. Stay open to everything, always, constantly. And that's freedom. That's how freedom is. Open, constantly. Open, unconditional, transparent. Privacy comes nowhere near freedom. You can't have freedom and privacy. Stupid idea. It's a hypocritical idea. And again, that's why it's written into these constitutions for all these countries. They want you to fight for your privacy because then they have an opposition, and that is the controlled opposition. These laws all you people worry about, these rights that don't exist, that no one could actually take away or give, it's a waste. It's a waste. Spread positive energy and love, people. Really, just love one another. That's all you gotta do. Stop fighting with each other. Don't even use the word fight anymore, or argue. Those words are negative. They will only have a negative consequence, a negative result. So when you say, I fight for freedom, it's retarded. You can't fight for freedom. Fighting is pressure. Fighting is force. Freedom is non-pressure. Freedom is non-force. You get it? You get it? Free from pressure. Fighting is pressure. So to fight is to close. That's what it is. Fighting is closing yourself in a box. Freedom is opening that box and stepping outside that box with no fear. Fighting comes from fear of loss due to attachment of some non-existent right that no one can give or take. Stupid. Okay, that's stupid. People need to wise up. So please, everyone out there, just, don't look at things twice or 3 times. Look at things a dozen times, 24 times, from different angles each time. Every time is a different angle. Every time has to have a new conclusion incorporated into it. It has to have a new variable incorporated into your conclusion for each angle. You need to extrapolate a new idea from what you know exists and reconsider. Reconsider and reconsider and reconsider. And yeah, with that, I will say I trust everyone will have a lovely weekend. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you all later. Peace, love, and gratitude. Namaste to all.